Okay, let's see what we can do with this one. This one's got a boring looking graphic, but it could come up looking nice perhaps. We'll soon find out. So this hand is shaking, folks. I'll try and steady it, but it's not steadying. Gonna leave it at 100. I'm gonna give it a background colour, maybe magenta. Gonna add a bit of contrast to this. Let's see what it is, what we've got. It's a challenging one. It is a Sprite can. So yeah, we'll just have a quick run around of the Sprite can. So that's it, Sprite. Got to photocopy that. Gonna make this into something interesting. Just gonna drop it down, slide on the glass like so, and we're just gonna roll it. It's what we call a roly-poly. Roly-polies are notoriously difficult to control. Yeah, that's turned up a treat. There you go. There you can see the Sprite logo in all its glory. But we've got to make it more interesting. You can just see some of the magenta at the bottom. Can't see any magenta there. A bit disappointed, but we're going to make this into something interesting. We're not just going to have it as a still piece. Going to make it into a movement piece. Gonna leave it there, I think. Okay, let's just consign that to the recycle where it belongs. And we're just going to take this logo and make it into something more interesting. It's a diet. It's a sugarless beverage or drink. I've been having lots of sugarless things because I'm trying to lose some weight. I have found that I've gained a bit of weight, and I need to diet. So I'm using a lot of artificial sweeteners and sweetening things instead of sugar. Losing weight is not easy, and I don't think I've actually lost anything or a significant amount of weight. Now this looks shit. But basically I'm trying my best to run it off. Without running, of course. Not running, I don't like running, and I don't like I don't like physical jerks. I like to use just to walk. Walking is the best, in my opinion. The best kind of exercise. I find walking is the best. I have a pedometer on one of my other phones switched on, and that records the amount of steps that I've taken in a day or when I'm out. Now that looks interesting, but it still looks shit house. We still got, yeah, I don't know. This is not easy, folks. Just going to put it up there a bit higher up. So I'm just going to maybe do a bit of a gear change. I'm thinking we're going to make this negative positive, But basically, yeah, I'm just not a person who enjoys heavy exercise. I don't find it physically comfortable. I don't have the kind of body that favours physical jerks. So I don't know how people can just run. With running, a lot of people get a real high off it. I don't find that gives me a high. I don't think running gives me any kind of fucking high. Now that looks interesting, but it looks shit house. The colour looks awful. I'm going back to positive mode. But basically I just can't tolerate the physical strain and the discomfort physically. Like, females have certain things on their bodies that tend to bounce around quite violently, and I don't. Unfortunately, I'm a buxom sort of a person, so I can't really run without feeling extremely uncomfortable. So I have to fucking choose an exercise that's low impact, and that's what walking's good for. It's low impact, and I like it low impact. I'm just not a high impact workout person. That looks interesting, but again, it's not what I'm after. But yeah, I just don't like working out, folks. Getting a bit impatient, just a little bit. Trying to get it really looking really interesting by swishing it around like that. And I've noticed there's something I do like. It's not the logo, it's this part, the barcode. The barcode looks good, so I'm going to use that barcode pattern as something. So I'm thinking we're going to have to push that one up to 400%. So we've had a breakthrough. The barcode looks nice. But basically, yeah, I just don't like physical jerks at all. I'm actually thinking 400 might be too big. But basically, I just don't like heavy physical exercise. I just don't like the physical jerks of things. We're going to stick it on 400 to start with. See how we go. We're going to just line that up with the edge there. But basically I'm just not a physical jerks sort of a person. Now that's sliding off the glass like fuck all. So I'm going to have to hold it down and use the camera hand to drop the dock feeder onto it. I'm just hoping I can get it in a good position. Fuck this damn. It's shaking as well, the hand's shaking. Both of my hands are shaky. Don't know how I'm going to get this to look good. But basically, yeah, I just don't have any desire to work out heavily. I'm just a walker. Walking is transport, so it's practical. It's a practical form of exercise. And unfortunately, we've got the edge of that up the top. But we're going to use this as a master copy, I do think. But basically, yeah, I just don't like heavy exercise. I don't know how people tolerate jumping, bouncing. I don't know how people can tolerate the violence of heavy physical exercise. We're going to make this into a movement piece. We're going to move it around. But basically, I just don't have any desire to work out, to be a heavy exercise person. Exercise just doesn't turn me on, and I don't get any highs off it. I just feel exhausted. I get sore knees, and I think it's also hurt my ankles too. When I used to jog, I could only jog for 20 minutes, and that 20 minutes I think was enough to ruin my knees and to cause a little bit of damage to my ankles. So I'm not really fond of physical jerks, not just because of my boobs, as I mentioned earlier without actually being specific, but basically it's just doesn't suit me. Exercise of the heavy type just doesn't go down well with me. But a lot of people like it. I think it does achieve results a lot faster than a steady plodding movement of walking. Now that looks interesting. I'm wondering where the centre of this job is going to be. But basically, yeah, I just prefer the exercise of walking. Walking's a lot better. Wondering if it's going to be there or there. It's a tough one. But basically, yeah, I just prefer to keep it simple, the exercise. Just to keep it simple. Instead of just making it into a huge meal. I just don't like the exercise. I just don't understand how people can want to go and just jog. Especially when it fucks up your knees and your ankles. And then, of course, you won't be able to jog anymore if your ankles get fucked. So you have to have, like, the right shoes, and you got to do the right, what they call warming up and cooling down exercises. And I never did those, and I never had, I'm a person who needs orthotics in my shoes. So I do think I did the wrong thing by not warming up and cooling down and not wearing shoes that are suitable for my kind of foot. I do have fallen arches. I was told by a podiatrist at a workplace that I have fallen arches. So I need special orthotic shoes or inserts to make my feet not be so. My feet are almost flat as well. So yeah, I'm not the kind of person that can do very well with jogging or running or whatever. And I don't like the sweatiness and the heat, and then of course, you're in short sleeve running outfits, although I never wore a running outfit. Oh yeah, I did wear the wrong kind of shoes, folks. I did wear Converse All-Star shoes, which are not runners. Those basketball type shoes. So I did the wrong thing, but I still don't want to. I can't be bothered with this whole running thing. So this is taken off a barcode. Finally, I found something useful. Stabilizing image, please wait. But yeah, I'll just stick to walking, folks. Whatever. That's the best way to go. Stick to walking. It's a lot easier. It's healthy. It's helpful. It's practical. I was meant to say. It's practical. You know, you can walk and go places and go to the shops and carry things home from the shops. And it's a very low impact. Oh, this is fucking... I just nudged it. Fuck. I'm just trying to see. There might be a better arrangement. So it's just looking... Yeah, it looks nice. But I see there might be something better looking there or looking here. Looks like there could be up to 3 separate switcheroos, 2 switcheroos we could do to showcase this in a more better way of looking. Sorry, I'm not talking properly, folks. Sorry if I sound frustratingly stupid. Okay, that one there and this one here. Okay, that looks a lot better, I think. Wondering if we could do a third version, or we're gonna keep it like this. This looks really good. I think now we can call this demo quits.